We'll continue with our next guest speaker, who is an ELT expert with 28 years IELTS and TEFL teaching and training experience. He has widely published in numerous peer-reviewed research journals, authored 4 books, supervised extensively, and has delivered keynote and plenary speeches at various international forums. He has conducted and attended scores of ELT workshops and seminars within the country. He has been awarded an honorary doctorate in ELT and applied linguistics by an American university due to these remarkable services in the field of ELT. He has a recipient of National Human Rights Professional Award 2016 by IHRO, Islamabad, Pakistan. He is also awarded Certificate of Pride and Honor by Arab Translators Association Palestine. He is among 128 intellectuals, educators, and scholars from all over the world who got this certificate. ARTA has also awarded him Academic Excellence Award. He is a recipient of Global Edu Leader Award by International Internship University, India. Recently, he has been awarded Gold Medal in recognition of his outstanding academic and researching endeavors. Currently, he is teaching in the Islamia University of Bahawalpur, Pakistan. We welcome Professor Dr. Mohammed Safdar Bahati.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, we can hear you. Welcome, Professor.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to everyone. This is Dr. Mohammed Safdar Bahati from the Islamic University of Bahawalpur, Pakistan. First of all, I would like to thank the ORP organization for taking me as a keynote speaker at this forum. And the topic of my talk is analyzing the impact of project-based learning on the reading skills of engineering students. And that is a brief sketch of my talk. Respected audience, English as a foreign language, students cannot understand it as they understand their mother tongue. So teaching of English becomes difficult in our country. That's why project-based learning is used in language classrooms to make teaching learning process easier and interesting for the learners. In a project-based learning environment, students gain knowledge and skills by working for an extended length of time on a question, problem, or challenge. Projects provide a flexible and suitable platform for children to explore and discover and to develop their critical thinking and problem-solving abilities. Project-based learning offers students rigorous academic experience that take them beyond the boundaries of textbooks and lectures. In the process, they learn critical thinking skills and the competence to solve problems in the world around them. Central to the concept of project-based learning, it is putting students in an active role, encouraging them to explore a realistic problem in an area of interest to them and without a predefined solution. If we talk about its importance, in project-based learning, the students take an active role in their learning, developing key knowledge and skills that lead them to become more independent and collaborative. Project-based learning empowers students to learn and discover fundamental lessons about themselves and the world around them. In a project-based learning environment, the learners gain knowledge and skills by working for an extended length of time on a question, problem, or challenge. Projects provide a flexible and suitable platform for them to explore and discover and to develop their critical thinking and problem-solving abilities. Now, I would like to move towards the reading skills. Basically, reading is of a great value and importance. It means the process by which we make sense of the text, looking at the written words and understanding the message. It is the understanding of written words. It is a receptive skill. It is decoding the message. It is recognizing the letters of alphabet and the comprehension. Basically, it is the basic need of social life. According to Bacon, reading makes a full man. A man who cannot read is like a blind person who cannot see the knowledge in written form. Through books, we can visit the whole world. Books speak and console us, but it is possible only when we can read them. With the help of reading, we can keep in touch with national and international affairs. It is a source of recreation and self education. It widens the eye span. Learning reading is purely a conscious process. It is something to be achieved through constant efforts. The students who are weak in reading cannot write well. These are its types: skimming, getting the gist of the text; scanning, locating the place of something; intensive, close and deep reading; extensive, reading for pleasure. Why project-based learning in teaching English? Basically, it increases the effectiveness of teaching and holds the attention span of the learners for the duration of instruction. It makes learning experience last longer. It avoids excessive, empty, and meaningless verbalization in teaching English. Basically, it provides direct sense experience to the students. It helps students to form clear and accurate concepts in English. It provides variety to teaching. It provides interest and inspiration to students. It creates language atmosphere, reduces teachers talking, clarifies the subject matter, and saves the time and energy. Now, I would like to move towards the 4 C's of project-based learning: communication, collaboration, critical thinking, and creativity. Basically, these are the 4 outcomes of this project-based learning. If we talk about the significance of the study, that will be helpful for the students, for the teachers, and will definitely improve reading skills. The objectives of my study were to give learners an opportunity to become autonomous learners in their reading skills through project-based learning, to enable the students to construct their knowledge in the reading skills through inquiry, to encourage the students to read extensively and maximize their extensive reading to enrich their vocabulary. The research hypothesis was, basically in this investigation, I attempted to give a tentative solution to the problem. Hence, the hypothesis could be stated as follows. Project-based learning enhances engineering students' performance in learning reading skills. There is no difference between the scores of control group and experimental group in pre-test, and there is difference between the scores of control and experimental groups in the post-test. My research questions were, how does project-based learning improve learners' understanding towards reading skills? What are the barriers of using PBL to improve learners' understanding towards reading skills? And how is PBL helpful to enable the students to construct their knowledge in the reading skills through inquiry? And how to give learners an opportunity to become autonomous learners in their reading skills through project-based learning? Now, I would like to move towards the literature review. It is often said that John Dewey is the father of project-based learning. He believed that students should have opportunities to take part in their own learning. He believed that students would succeed in environments where they are able to have interaction both socially and with curriculum and are able to learn through experience. In his pedagogical creed, Dewey states that there are 2 sides of the educational process, psychological and sociological. While the psychological side is the basis, neither side is more important than the other. Without insight into the psychological structure and activities of the individual, the educative process will be haphazard and arbitrary. 20 teachers and 50 students from the Islamic University of Bahawalpur participated in this study. It was an experimental type of research based on quantitative approach, and stratified random sampling was done. Basically, a questionnaire for the teachers and a pre-test and post-test for the students were used as a tool to collect the data from the respondents. And that is the result of pre-test and post-test. So, from the results, it is obvious to accept the general hypothesis that project-based learning enhances engineering students' performance in learning reading skills. Now, before leaving, I would like to give you the crux of my talk. It can be concluded that project-based learning works. Research shows that the students enjoy the opportunities for autonomy project-based learning provides them. They are allowed to have choice in what or how information is learned. They are more motivated and they are improving their results. Project-based learning takes time. It takes time for the teacher to be trained in project-based learning. it takes time to develop those trainings. It also takes time to write curriculum. When implementing project-based learning, curriculum needs to be essentially rewritten in order to accommodate the process. And basically, project-based learning is flexible. Teachers can adapt a project to meet the needs of all the students in the classroom. It can be adapted to be utilized at almost any age level. It can be implemented into any aspect of curriculum or into any subject area. So these were some references from which I got the help, and thanks for your patience. Any question, please? That's all from my side, dear sir.
Okay, thank you so much, Professor. Is there any questions or any contributions?
Nice of you.
Okay, I think there is no questions, Professor. Thank you again. Thank you so much for your presentation.
You are welcome, sir.